Yes, people, hope we're good. Wednesday is done. I've been enjoying doing these vids. It gives me 10 minutes where I think this is like basically meditation, where literally my thoughts are it's like my immediate thoughts just coming out. I quite like it every day. It stops me having to go home and unloading to my wife, I guess. Bonus for her. But yeah, today I saw Clint, who founder of Cortez, I think it is. Really now world renowned streetwear brand, and he was saying about how you shouldn't take advice from people who have never done what you're trying to do, and that is nail on the head sort of stuff from the lad Clint over in London. Because why would you? But you do. Because on paper, why would anyone take advice from someone who's never done what they're trying to do? But you do, because you're human. You listen to people when they give you their advice and opinions, and you unfortunately take everything on board, whether you agree with it or not. Subconsciously you soak in that information that people say. A very classic example of this is sportsmen getting slated by fans who have never played any sort of standard of the sport they've played, but still they can't help but feel that criticism and take it on board, and it knocks their confidence, and it takes a very strong sort of person to just go, nah, not listening to that, stay true to myself, try my best, I'm a good player. And doing anything that is a pursuit, whether it's like a job or a business or an achievement or something athletic or whatever, it's exactly the same. You should never take advice on people. If you're an artist, don't take advice on colourways and colour schemes off someone who's never painted in their life. Because yes, they might have an opinion, but they haven't got an opinion that's valid, to be honest. Everyone's opinion is valid, yes, correct. But really, you can go, yeah, nice one for that. Yeah, I'll use red next time instead of blue because it's primary colour, blah, blah. But really, just ignore it, because the people who do know and who have been there themselves are able to speak on behalf of experience. And I think experience is really where it's at in terms of knowledge and wisdom. Very sort of similar vibe in counselling. Like, you can have people who have studied for years, got 2 degrees and a master's, and they are fantastic at their job. But if you can get someone who has real experience of it as well, I do think you need education in that field. But if you've got someone who's actually had it themselves, it's a bit of a bonus, isn't it? And you should really take that advice on board, because they've actually lived what they're asking you to do. So yeah, take advice from people who you aspire to be, or have done what you are trying to do, or similar. And that can be kids as well. I've been working at a youth centre 1 day a week for the last 3 months. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I have learned that kids and teenagers have such good information to tell you, and I don't know whether it's the youthful way that they can have a conversation. A bit more enthusiasm for life, maybe. They're not as jaded as a 40-year-old. They've really got some stuff that is handy to take with you. And I've learnt loads of stuff. And I think if I wasn't exposed to that youth centre, I'd probably be a bit closed off to that concept of like learning stuff from younger kids. I think it's a bit of a thing. When you get older, you're like, they're younger, like why would I like learn anything off them? They've not lived for as long as I have. But everyone has got something to teach people. Something's pissing me off at the minute. When you're driving, all you have to do, if your hand's on the steering wheel, to say thank you for someone letting you through, just lift a finger. Like, how easy is that? And when people don't do that to say thanks, I know what they are as a person. I literally know what they are as a person. If you haven't got the energy, if you just do that, you're gone. You're a goner. Wrong in the head. So yeah, there's them two key subjects for you all. Let's finish with a song of the day. Billy Boyo, Wicked She Wicked. Who's Billy Boyo, you ask? He is a child sensation MC from Jamaica. I think he moved to Brixton when he was quite young, in the 70s and 80s, and he's got a very famous song, One Spliff, which has been sampled by Zombie and Footsie from Newham Generals, and he is just an MC who at the time was a kid, and his sort of high-pitched voice cut through the dub really nicely, which is what sort of boosted him into a bit more fame than other MCs at the time. And that song, One Spliff a Day, definitely catapulted him. However, he went through puberty and his voice deepened, and there's a few songs. He brought out an album called Zim Zim, and his voice was almost breaking in the album. It just doesn't hit as good. The mix is a bit more muddy because his voice frequencies are the same as the bass, and that doesn't really work that well. I've always liked a high pitch MC, such as D Double, ironically. It was also in the Newham Generals, so that's interesting, isn't it? So I think Billy Boyo would have struggled with coming to terms with his voice has dropped. He'd be happy that he's gone through puberty, getting birds and stuff, but also people don't want him on the mic as much anymore. That must have been real tough for Billy Boyo. Michael Jackson didn't have that, did he? He was obviously an absolute sensation with Jackson 5, but then he managed to like move along with his voice breaking, and obviously he did lots of weird things maybe, but he managed to forge a career. Not forge a career, he's the most famous musician of all time, but he managed to like smash it, going through having voice breaking and going through puberty and becoming a man, albeit a strange man. But big up Michael Jackson. Do you know what Michael Jackson does? He supersedes music, doesn't he? I play it to my kids, and I've played them so much music. You play Michael Jackson, they're like, what's this? This is different. It's a different level, completely different level, Michael Jackson, to everything else. His dancing, his charisma, his singing. And I'm saying this like I've just discovered Michael Jackson. So that would probably suggest I should stop the video, shouldn't it? But Michael Jackson, if you haven't heard Michael Jackson, go and listen to him. See you tomorrow.